Hello and welcome to Crosstalk. This is Enterprise Television. Kingsley Bassey is my name. Today we get into a controversy shaking the political and public service space once again. It's the conduct of Nigeria's Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, NYESOM, Wike. From verbal outbursts to public confrontations, and most recently, the heated confrontation with a naval officer in ABUJA. Wike has dominated national conversation, not just for policy, but for provocative behavior many Nigerians consider unbecoming of a serving minister. Supporters say that this his forceful style get things done. Critics say these things that he does cross the line, embarrass the government, and undermine the standards of public office. So today, we have the big question on Crosstalk. Has the time come for President BOLA Tinubu to formally sanction the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, NYESOM Wike? Should there be consequences for repeated public misconduct? Or is Wike simply a tough administrator unfairly judged by his critics? We'll break this down, examine the implications for governance, professionalism in public service, and indeed the public perception of the administration, with two guests offering sharply opposing views today. So let the debates begin. Kingsley Bassey is my name. I'm joined, as mentioned, by two incredible Nigerians. One, a political commentator, Ugochukwu Nwachukwu. He joins me virtually. Ugochukwu, many thanks for joining me.
Thank you very much, Bassey. Nice connecting with you.
Appreciate that. And thank you for your time. Sani Shedrack is a policy analyst. He joins me too virtually today. Sani Shedrack, thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, Sani Shedrack, you there? Kindly confirm you can hear me. Thank you. All right, fantastic. Yes, we'll get talking in a moment. Let me begin with you, Ugochukwu Nwachukwu. You've seen from several corners the thoughts around the conduct of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory since his appointment by President BOLA Tinubu. Do you think that the time has come for President BOLA Tinubu to formally sanction the Minister Wike?
Okay, thank you very much. Good afternoon, numerous viewers across the globe. Wike has been dominating headlines since he lost the primaries of the presidential election. We've always known his antecedents right from the time he was governor of Rivers State. He's been that leader that does anything he likes with power. He's used to having absolute power without any reference to anybody for anything he likes, anything he wants. He's a man that we've known that always sees himself as a lord. And so he doesn't care about anything. What matters to him is what interests his fancy. Coming to his appointment by President BOLA Ahmed Tinubu, it wasn't a surprise to anybody, knowing the role that he played in decimating the PDP for the interest and political ascendancy of BOLA Ahmed Tinubu, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So NYESOM Wike being given the report of FCT was with mixed feelings, in the sense that people perceived him, as someone that can be very firm in fighting insecurity at the FCT, working with military, with other security agencies, because he knew that as at that time, when he was governor of Rivers State, people have that perception about him as someone that defends people within his domain. But when you look deeper, it's not just about people within, but about people that aligns with him, that the more people that he needs to protect or defend. So coming to your question, about whether it's time for President Tinubu to maybe apply sanction or anything on FCT. You have to ask yourself who appointed him. Is President Tinubu that appointed FCT? So I cannot really determine whether it's time for him to apply any sanction on him because I don't know the KPI that was given to him. So it's possible that what he's doing is what the president has mandated him to do. So I'm not in a good position to say that the president should do this or do that. He appointed him. Is there
yeah.
pleasure? So
pardon me, quickly, but with this repeated public, for want of better words, public outburst, do you think there should be consequences for those?
It depends on who is applying the consequences. If it's our current president, BOLA Tinubu, to apply the consequences, that would be if Wike has done what he considered to be wrong.
From your standpoint, from your point of view, you know, whether the president or not the president, do you think that this conduct by the minister is one befitting the position that he currently occupies?
It shouldn't be a conversation. Shouldn't be a conversation. Who doesn't know that? It's not a conversation whether he has been. If long before now, he ought to have been removed from that position. So if he's still there till now, then it means that he's serving the interest of the person that put him there. That's I am not the one that put him there. He's serving the interest of those that did. I'm indifferent about what the president does to him.
All right, let's go to Sunny Shedrack. Sunny Shedrack, what do you say? How do you respond to that? This Wike simply, you know, receiving backlash, undue backlash from the public. You know, is it this tough administrator that the public rather is judging unfairly from your standpoint?
So, good afternoon, and thank you for inviting me. And I'm a bit slow because I couldn't hear you very well.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, we would like you to adjust your view a little bit. What we can see is your broad chest, not your face. So we would like you to adjust that just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. Hopefully, yeah. All right, yes, let's hear your point of view.
So, like Wike said, it lies in the hand of the president whether he wants to let him go or not. But from what I know, he's not going to let him go because he's doing exactly what the president wants him to do. If you remember, there was one ceremony in ABUJA where he invited the president, and the president said they don't want me to appoint him. There are people that were going to appoint him, but I didn't listen to them. And he went out to appoint Wike and put him inside of FCT. Whatever happened to Wike and so many people of this, I don't think that I'm surprised about it because that's all in Wike. I call him a bully. He's going to bully to get the job done. But is he going to get the job done? Yes, absolutely. And I've been to ABUJA of this and I've been to ABUJA in previous administrations and formed before. But there's something you cannot deny: his capacity to deliver, his capacity to not look at any mistake, no matter who you are, and go ahead with the job. But let me conclude with this. Whatever is going today, I believe strongly that the president will go ahead to do whatever it takes to get ABUJA back to where it should be.
All right,
so
but do you think the public conduct, do you think Wike's public conduct as a minister is acceptable?
It depends on how you look at it. I mean, if you
how do you look at it
under the administration, That's what I'm trying to tell you. The
All right.
former minister, so many people don't even know. He didn't even, right? So this guy got there, saw the problem, and started fixing it. One thing I used to ask people is this: yeah, we can ask his own excesses and all that, but how many times can you fought or challenge whatever whenever he has an issue with anyone, if Wike is wrong? It's difficult to look back and say Wike was ever wrong, but he's a guy that challenges power and he doesn't care. So for me, I'm sorry, but in this country, in Nigeria, sometimes you need a mad person to get the job done. You need a mad person to get the job done, and he's one that can get the job done anyhow.
So this
I'm sure you will go for that.
this picture. All right, finish your thoughts. Please land on your thoughts.
Okay, I'm sure you will go for that. Did I support the languages and things that I said to the officer? No, of course. Don't call an officer, not even an officer. Anyway, don't call person a fool or shut up. No, you don't say that to a fellow Nigeria, because he was actually the military, because he was acting on order. So you don't deal with the officer, you deal with man that sent the officer. So I have a problem with that. But we must also know that you don't threaten government officials. You don't threaten them. I'm not blaming the officer. To all due respect, I'm not blaming the officer. I'm trying to talk to the organs on top. You don't threaten the government officer.
All right, let's turn to Nwachukwu. How do you respond to this?
We are not under every military personnel are subjected to civil law.
Yeah.
So it's bad, and then it's not necessary.
All right. Let's turn to. Let's hear from Nwachukwu. Yes. How do you respond to this? He says, "Oh well, sometimes we need madness in the system, and Wike sort of brings that to the system. But is that good for public service?"
Yeah, nobody has a monopoly. So if the military guy that confronted have shown their own madness, do you think that Wike will be telling the same story today? The answer is no. And let me start from what he said. He said that he has been having other ministers of the FCT and nobody knows them. We don't need to know you. What we want to see is work being done. Wike is not even known for the good reasons. He's not for the wrong reasons. He's not for controversies. Before Wike was appointed FCT, has Abuja not been developed to a very large extent? It has been a wonderful city. Ministers have come, done their jobs. Nobody spent millions of naira on press conferences about road construction. Wike just like attention. So he's enjoying the attention he's getting. Nothing more. There's something he has done that nobody has ever not done in FCT as a minister. Now, talking about his response that military should be under civil rule or civil authority. The military is not under civil authority. The only authority the military is under is the commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Military is not under a governor of a state. Military is not under the police. The military is not under a councillor. The military is not under a local government chairman. Let's get that thing right. The military is not under the FCT minister. The military is only answerable to the commander-in-chief, and that is the president. And I don't know why we are debating over this matter, whether the military guys were right or wrong. The only person that can determine whether they are right or wrong is the president. And the president have not come out as a day or even by his spokesperson to say the military overreached their boundaries. They've not come out to say it. They've been silent on it. Why? Because the president is the head of the military, the commander-in-chief. It's also the president appointed Wike. Wike is not there on his own. It is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that appointed Wike as the minister of the FCT. Wike is acting on behalf of the president. So if Wike have gone there and the president feels that the military have done something wrong, it is the president that should tell us. But as of now, the president have not said so. And even other ministers, the Minister of Defense and the Minister of...
Can I come in? Can I come in?
All right. Okay. Let's hear Sonny Shadrach's point of view. Yes.
Okay. So I like his point, right? Wike was appointed by the president. Abuja does not have a government. So who rules over Abuja is the president. So the president gave his power to the FCT minister. So wherever you see Wike as FCT minister, you are definitely seeing the president. He is the staff of office of the president. Hold on. No, I did not interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. I did not interrupt you. And you said something about Abuja has been this and other ministers have been, doing a lot of work. Please, I will just need you to call. I'm not going to say two. One, outside Erufa, one minister of FCT after Erufa that have done anything close to what this guy is doing. So we are holding on. We don't need to, if you don't like someone, I don't like the president, and I say it all the time. I don't like it for personal reasons. I don't. So, but when he does something that is good, I will say, I think I'm more mature. I'm no longer a teenager where I have say bad things about this person because I don't like it. Wike has his own fault. He's been destabilizing the PDP. I never liked him for that. But on this, you don't say that FCC has been this and other ministers have been. Mention one minister. And I'm sure if you read this whole issue, you will see that even the former minister there did not approve that place to them as a residential place. It was an office and powers and educational center. So if you don't like Wike, like I always tell people, you don't like someone, pick the message, ignore the message. They both have fault, the military and the FCC. But Wike didn't go there. They threatened the FCC officials. And that was why he had to go there. And then why? And even if they are going to keep, let's
let's hear the response.
Yeah. If you are going to build on your land, you will get building approval. It happens in Lagos. You just don't start with it.
Okay, let's hear Ugochukwu now. Yes.
Yeah, the debate is not about whether Wike is working well or not working well. That's not the issue. We are not doing performance appraisal here. We are talking about his public conduct. Is he worthy of a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Does his behavior give the country a good image? That's the debate. It's not whether, if we're even talking about performance, can you tell us which work each of the ministers did? You can, each of them have come and made their own contributions without making noise. They have worked.
I just asked you a question, but you didn't answer my question. I said, mention one minister outside them, but that have done something. I'll need an answer.
No, let me answer it correctly. List out all the projects done. List out all the projects done in
and then I'll answer yours.
2007 that El-Rufai left, I think he left 2007 as FCT minister, that between 2007 till 2023, that no project has ever been done in Abuja between those periods. Is that what you are telling us?
I just asked you a question. While you have answered the question, you are the one that said that ministers have come and they have done their part. And I said, mention one. You just mention one. You don't say
all right, gentlemen.
That's wrong.
Gentlemen.
That's very wrong.
We're talking about Wike's outburst. We are talking about Wike's outburst. We are talking about his conduct. That's what we are talking about.
The one that said other ministers have come and they have done things in the past. And I said, give me one aside every.
You see, the reason we are talking about Wike now is not about performance, it's about his misbehavior. So we couldn't be talking about that ones because they have always behaved well. We are not talking about project, we are talking about what happened between him and the military officer. That's the issue. That he went and
you mentioned. All right, gentlemen. All right, gentlemen. So that we can hear ourselves and communicate well. Yes, so that we can hear ourselves and communicate well. To see your point of view, gentlemen, maybe it would be nice to refocus the conversation. Again, looking at the conduct of Minister Wike, and we want to debate if this is, worthy of a public servant. Should the president be doing something about this? You both have said, oh well, this depends on the president, but yeah, there's definitely the disagreement, and that's why this is crosstalk, right? On whether this is public conduct that's worthy of someone who should be serving the country as someone in the capacity of a minister. Well, again, so that we can hear, clearly. Well, let me turn to you, Sani Sheldrak. You've heard Ugochukwu Nwachukwu's point of view. What do you have to say?
Oh, no, I heard his point of view. But in his point of view, he said something, and that was why I was throwing the question back to him, which is very simple. He's not going to answer the question. He said that other ministers have come before we can, they have done work, and he's not the only one, they have done their part. And I threw the question back and I said, aside Malam F5, can you mention just one minister of FCT that came close to what Wike is doing? But, you know, it's not need to, we're talking about mentioned it, and I had to throw that question back, but it's not going to answer because it's not wrong. So, but then, like I said, we all know. I don't think we ever be shocked for any. I don't think I've ever been for any reason which he does anything. It's been like that. We all know him, so it's not new. So I don't know why people are really crying over his people. But also, in all fairness, we must also, and it's funny because it's UK, people don't like, you know, a lot who don't like him because it talks on. And then to see people support military for what was done. Land was not supposed to be a residential. Want to build a house, you didn't even get a building approval from. And the guy at your staff came and said, you cannot continue working here. And the guy said, don't want fine.
Oh dear. All right. Let's try to, reconnect. I suppose there's the little glitch. Let's go to break. When we get back from this break, we'll hear from my guests some more. Sani Sheldrak, Ugochukwu Nwachukwu, on this very, contentious matter, the conduct of the Federal Capital Territory Minister, NYESOM Wike. Some say it is time for the president to say, okay, you probably want to slow down. Others say, what is wrong with what the minister has been doing? Ugochukwu Nwachukwu, political commentator, and Sani Sheldrak, policy analyst. We're talking about the public conduct of the minister of the Federal Capital Territory. We're debating public office and accountability. It's time for the president to call the minister to order, depending, as my guests have said at the start of the program, if this is not what the president wants. But yes, Sani Sheldrak, so sorry about the technical glitch. Well, we're back now. You were saying, just conclude on your thoughts so that we can begin to wrap the conversation.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, when people say we keep order what? What has it done? Every other issue you can talk about Wike is towards the PDP. But on FCT matters, he's been doing well. He's been doing well. We cannot continue to live like that because somebody is a military man or a former military of that, or a former governor, or a former president. Then they are both the law. What message are we sending to, ordinary Nigerians? Who cannot continue to go this way? And what is, I'm trying not to even be involved in this debate. Honestly, I try as much. When you call me, I don't want to speak about it, but because it's you, I know that. And when you look at the press conference, I watched it briefly yesterday. He said even there was a time that President Obasanjo had that issue. He had to call him and say, Minister, I said, okay, Baba, we'll see what we can do. They've written letters to him as a military and respected members of society. No response. No response. According to Wike, the officials went, they were threatened, or they said they were threatened and they were sitting or something. Why? Because you are a former chief of naval staff. So the present chief of naval staff, chief of defense staff, chief of air force. So when they also have to do that. Who cannot continue. And it's sad when you see people because you don't like the person. You totally ignore the message and attack the guy or the messenger. No, it's wrong. And let's be honest, that it's wrong. I don't condone most of these have lost. But when we are meant to say the truth, let's say it. He insulted the officer. Totally wrong. Don't call an officer. Like, when I was when I finished my university or secondary school, all of that. It was wrong on that. But the president should call him to order for what? For doing his job. I've been to Abuja. If Mr. Wuchiko has not been to Abuja, he needs to go to Abuja recently and think about Abuja 7 years ago, or 5, 7, 6 years ago. The guy is opening up a lot of roads that I never expected him to open up. He's doing well. That is his own. That is how he plays his politics. That's how he plays politics.
All right then.
But he has not done anything wrong. The only thing done wrong is attacking the officer on ground. Because we all know officers follow order. So and I love the officer. He was very calm. He was very, very calm. I'm not a fool, sir. He added, sir. As a means of respect to this 60 minutes, I said I'm not a fool. And we thank God that it didn't escalate more than that. It's not to blame. Let's focus on the people. Where we have to speak to, let's say.
All righty then. Let's turn to Gochuku Nwachuku.
Yeah, I've heard what my good brother have said. It's rather unfortunate that we trivialize serious issues in this country and we turn the truth upside down. Wike knew that a military personnel has been assigned to that place. And we have Ministry of Defense, we have Chief of Defense Staff, we have a sitting Chief of Naval Staff. The right thing a sensible person we do is to get to the authorities in charge of the naval, in charge of the Navy, and meet with them and say, this is what I observed. Please investigate. And I heard that the Chief of Defense Staff was aware before Wike went there. And he told Wike to hold on, let them investigate. And you know that military have chains of command. Even the Wike called the CDS while he was on that parcel of land. And even the CDS also used Wike's phone to speak with the naval officer, the lieutenant that was there. And you can see that the CDS didn't order the guy to leave that place, which means the guy was rightly deployed to that place. And we should be doing it as if we don't have a president. We have a president who is in charge of everybody, both the minister and the military. And if Wike has a problem with the military, the right thing for him to do is not to go and confront the military. He should report them to the president. All the powers that did not start and end with Wike. Wike behaves like he's the commander-in-chief. He's not. And that was the lesson that has been taught to him, that your powers have limit, that your minister does not mean you can do anyhow in Abuja. The military is not under Wike. They're under the president. And the president is the CEO. So if Wike, as the head of FCT, where his power stops is where the power of the military also starts. So the right thing he should do would have been to report to the CDS and allow the CDS to discuss with the naval chief, because that guy was deployed by the sitting Chief of Naval Staff. He's under, the authority is under him. So they will resolve it at that level. And the guy can be withdrawn from the place if there is need for Wike to go and demolish the place or for the government to take it over. He cannot have access to it. It's not for him to go there and confront a guy who is obeying an order from his superiors. So is he teaching the military mutiny that if your superior gives you an order, you should not go and take the instruction given to you by your superior? When he was commissioner when he was governor in Rivers State, when he sent some agents to go and demolish people's houses, was not demolish people's houses. Did they refuse his order, whether he's right or wrong? So why would you expect somebody to not disobey another person's order? I mean, it looks so funny. And I've been asking the president, what has the presidency said? And you have Ministry of Defense, and the military is under the Ministry of Defense. And the Ministry of Defense, they're all in the same government. And they have come to defend the young officer. So what that automatically shows that Wike is wrong, because if the government that Wike is working for feels that he's wrong. But it is not left to the president to decide what to do. I cannot dictate to the president what to do. But as a Nigerian, I can rightly say that Wike's behavior is an embarrassment to the nation. That is my position. My good friend can decide to differ. That's his own opinion. He's entitled to it. But the majority of Nigerians have said it loud and clear that it is time for the president to call this guy to order, because Wike has remained an embarrassment to this government. And he oppressed like
he has said to, just to quickly mention, Gochuku, he has said, Sonny Shedrack has said that, some of this attack on the minister is because some persons don't like the minister. How do you respond to that?
How can he be like, do I hate him? Even him have admitted why he's been attacked now. This current attack is because of his outburst. Even him, Shedrack, have admitted that it was unwarranted and it's wrong. So I don't know, we are so funny in this country that the moment you criticize somebody for wrong behavior, it is being interpreted that you hate the person. I mean, even the Bible, for those of us that believe in God, in Jesus Christ, says that the father chastises the son that he loves. We have children now. If your child, even no matter how much you love your child and that child misbehaves, are you going to buy ice cream for the child?
All right. So I suppose going by that biblical quote, you love Wike. That's why you are chastising Wike. But Sani Shedrack wants to comment now.
No. Like I said, if you listen to me from the beginning, I never supported the behavior of the officer. I never did. It was wrong. But what I'm after, I'm someone that puts the message and leave the messenger. I focus on the signal and ignore the not. My point is this: my fellow brother said that land was assigned to the ex-chief of Naval Staff. No, it wasn't. The land was assigned to a developer. It was there for park, recreational, and office. This developer sold the land to the Philippines and promised that it's going to get an approval from the FCT minister to change it from whatever it was supposed to be to residential. Does that make it wrong? Does that make Wike wrong? No. Land does not belong to that man. They were not supposed to, or even if they are caught, it's fine. But they were not supposed to build a residential apartment here. It doesn't make Wike wrong. But if you are going to say his attitude towards the office, it's fine. It's wrong, totally wrong, and I condemn it.
I'm not
but you cannot continue to say
about land. I didn't say that the military man owns the land. I said, as far as he has deployed somebody there, and there is a superior military.
No. I don't like it. You said the land is assigned to the military man. That was what you said. And I tried to correct that thing.
On the land. The point I said, as far as a military officer, which Wike knows, has been deployed to that place, the right and sensible thing for him to do is to take it up with the military hierarchy. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying this.
Okay, thank you very much. After writing to the military man, to the military man several times about the land, to have a meeting, and he will be up there.
What if there was a shootout? What if there was a shootout? Is that what we'll be discussing now?
You are not.
He shouldn't take over the land. He should talk to the military guys. Let them.
Mr. Kingsley told me to respond to what you said. You are twisting the conversation, and it's not good.
What we are talking about is
we don't have to agree, but let's have a conversation. You don't have to agree.
Understanding
let's have a conversation.
I'm not talking about who is the rightful owner of the land. What I'm saying is, what Wike wants is for the right person they want people to vacate from the land, and the military guy is there. What he needs to do was to go to the military hierarchy and talk to them, and then withdraw their guys there. That is the point I'm making. I'm not saying the military guys should be there or not. The point is that once he has known that military guys are there, he has no business going there, because that could have led to the death of several Nigerians. Because assuming that
I agree with you. But let me conclude. What I want to ask you is a yes or no and simple. I've agreed with you. Yes, you should have gone to the military hierarchy and all that. But the issue that the FCT officials were facing about the land, forget the officer. Were they wrong or that?
You say what? I didn't hear you.
I agree with you. Yeah, I'm going to repeat myself. I agree with everything you have said. Is meant to go to the hierarchy and all that. We don't know if they are gone there. But on the issue of the land, but the issue of the land is the one that led to this officer and all that. Were the FCT officers right on that land or not? on all the evidence.
Yeah, on the question you asked, the military were there, and when the FCT guys came to do their duty, right?
No,
And they
no, that's not my question. No, that's not my question. Don't ask my question.
your question.
My question is direct. The officer, I'm not talking about the officer on site. I'm talking
Okay.
about the ex-chief of NAVAL staff and the FCC officials on the issue on the land, not the officer now.
Okay.
Are you saying that the FCC officials are wrong to go on that land and take that land back because it doesn't belong to the man, or there's an issue on that land to resolve it? Are you saying they are wrong
No,
in
if there
dragging or
is issue,
trying to
there is
land for
issue.
the
If there
military?
is issue on the land, the issue
There is
happens.
issue. Why did you read it?
No, let me
There
come
is
now.
issue. Did you follow the news?
Sorry.
If you follow the news, you will know that there's an issue.
No, what I'm saying is there is a way to resolve it. That's
So
the issue.
there's channel.
Sir, even
Yes,
you
forget the resolvement. Forget the
and your
resolvement.
wife
I'm
have
listening to
issues.
you.
You and your wife have issues. There's nothing wrong in having issues.
I'm
Conflict.
asking you. No. It's not an explanation. I just have a simple question. As
Even,
the FCC officer wrong.
how do you resolve your issues? Even in communities
Thank you very much.
there's conflict. Resolve your conflict well.
All right, gentlemen.
You didn't answer my question.
Gentlemen, we've got to go. We've got to go now. Well, it's been an interesting debate, interesting conversation. You've taken, your sides, your point of views regarding this particular matter. But one thing is sure, I know you both very patriotic Nigerians. You want the best for the country, and we can disagree to agree on matters. And I'd like to thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, let me just, before you conclude, Mr.
Yes.
I think if we are calling ourselves the leaders of tomorrow, there's nothing to lead. Banana, when you see people run from the truth. Just like I said, I condemn the FCC when I'm supposed to condemn it. But just ask my good brother a simple question, and he just started pivoting around. We cannot continue to live like saying that we are the future of tomorrow. We are going to destroy this country even before it's been handed over to us. You cannot. And that is why I really have a lot of issues with politicians. Because you see the truth and you run from it. It was wrong in so many ways. But the man himself was wrong because the land doesn't belong to you. You were scammed. And take them to court and let court resolve. I mean, it's unexplainable.
All right then. I'll take that as your parting shot, and it's just fair to give Nwachukwu the moment for his parting shot.
Well, my parting shot is that if there is a conflict, there are ways you resolve conflict. Nothing is wrong in having land dispute. Go to all the courts in Nigeria. There are cases on land. They are not killing themselves with knives on the land. You go to court. So if there's a dispute in that case and the military is already involved in it, even if the FCT guys went there and they were chased away, if the land doesn't belong to the man and the military people occupy the place and chase them, or the military is wrong, we admit that. But if they are wrong and they are there, do you now have to go there to die or to be killed? What you need to do is to go back to the authorities. Go to the president. The president is commander-in-chief. He will call the military head involved and tell him, withdraw your men from that place. I've gotten a report from the FCT minister. He should not pass his report to the president. He should not be Alpha and the Omega. No. That's what I'm saying. The president should take a decision on it because both parties are members of the executive.
All right, we've got to go. Just one question, and please, just the response. If you like, say yes or no as we wrap. Okay, I'll begin with you, Ugochukwu Nwachukwu. As the minister, would you like the minister to continue as a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? I'm talking the minister of the Federal Capital Territory. Would you like him to continue as a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria?
I didn't appoint him.
Is that the kind of person you like to see as a minister, from your point of view?
It's not. It's not. Right. But if it's okay with that, who am I to change it?
All right. Sunny Shedrack, finally, the person of Minister of NYESOM Wike his personality. Is that the right picture of a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that you would like to see?
So I would like him to come back as secretary. Won the election. And even put minister of power. I want it to be deployed to minister of power.
Fantastic. All right, there you go. Thank you, gentlemen. Policy analyst Sani Shedrack, thank you so much for your time.
It's a pleasure, my brother.
Yeah, and political commentator Ugochukwu Nwachukwu, thank you too for your time.
It's all my pleasure, my brother.
I know that this is virtual, but I mean, you can stretch your hand forward for a handshake. This was a good conversation. Just to say,
I was listening for student, but he didn't hear me. I was speaking for before he came online. I was listening.
I know you are not I know that one.
Fantastic, fantastic. So yeah, I like the salute rather than the handshake. Yeah. That's Crosstalk today. Many thanks for joining me. Stop by the comment section. Let's hear your point of view. I would like to read from you. Kingsley Bass is my name. Until next time on Crosstalk, may God continue to bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Bye for now.